We'll start with James Williams from SoCal News Group.
Hey, man. How you doing?
How you doing, James?
Pretty good. Coach Kelly talked a lot about, well, actually, you guys as a whole over the past couple of weeks have talked about making it a point to make sure you guys are getting home and getting to the quarterback. It seems like you guys were able to apply a lot of that pressure against Washington. Just tell me a little bit about the success you guys were able to have throughout Saturday night, and how do you think that was able to impact the way you guys were able to get those interceptions first early in the game and then again late in the game?
Yeah, so it all starts at practice, and we work pass rush every day. Our philosophy is that the most important part of the rush is effort at the end of the rush. So you got to be giving it 100% speed and effort after all your moves as well in order to get to the quarterback. So once we apply effort, give it a full effort, then we get home.
And how exciting is it to see someone like Devon Kirkwood, who's a freshman for you guys, be able to come up with an interception near the end of the game, and the excitement that's on his face, getting a big play for you guys like that?
That was electric. That was something that we needed. That was a big time play, and that was something that we need every week. And he's going to do a lot more of that. We already know that. So that was electric.
Awesome, man. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike Regalado from Bruin Report.
Hey, Odua, how you doing?
How you doing, Mike?
Good, thank you. The defense has gotten a little bit of flack this season, but people seem to forget how well the rush defense is. What can you say about being, I think it's 8th or 9th in the country, only allowing 91 yards per game? You can hang your hat on that. What can you say about that?
What I will say is that we focus on each game individually. So our main focus for our main goal is for them to not run the ball, and that'll be the same this week and the same the week after that. And we just want to focus on each game individually. Our next opponent, every game is treated like the Super Bowl, and of course, what you want to do in the Super Bowl is stop the run immediately and then work from there. Mm-hmm.
Ben Bolt, LA Times.
Good morning.
Morning.
Now for the most important question, who should be the UCLA guest host on game day?
Guest host.
They usually bring in somebody famous from each school on game day to help them make the picks.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even know. So does any UCLA?
Yeah, any famous UCLA person, alum that maybe your favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but people always talk about James Franco for some reason. That would be interesting. But Russell Westbrook would be even cooler.
Are you?
It is what it is. We still got to play a game, so that's not really, something that's on our radar. It doesn't really affect us. We're just here to play a game like every week, prepare like every week, and focus on beating our opponent.
Are you? You guys stay at a hotel Friday night, right? So you're not going to be on campus to see the actual setup.
We'll be on campus. We have a hotel on campus.
Oh, okay.
But we'll be locked in and focused. Probably watching some Friday night football if we can, something like that. So.
Okay. Are you guys going to have time to watch any of it or stop by before heading out to the Rose Bowl? Do you know?
No, we're a strict business-oriented operation. So we wake up, we do our morning workouts, then we're straight on a schedule to the game. So very business-oriented.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, let's go to Tony Siracusa from Last Word.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing, Tony?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
So let's talk about Oregon. They lost C.J. Verdell for the season, but they got Travis Dye back there at running back. What do you guys need to do to slow down Oregon's running game and get to the ball the way you guys have been focused on so much?
We just need to stay disciplined, focus on our keys, our leverage, all that stuff. Again, it's just like every other week. If we focus on our responsibilities, trust our teammates to do their jobs, do our jobs as well, everything should fall into place. So basically just focus on our technique and knock back, all that good stuff.
Now, to follow up on what Mike had asked earlier about the swarming to the ball, and that's been a focus for you guys all season. Anybody doing any up downs yesterday after the Washington game?
Yeah. The thing is, it's mostly accountable. So there could even be times where there wasn't necessarily anybody like loafing around, but like the point of the exercise is to hold each other accountable, to show that no one is above the team, and we're all masters of each other. So it's less about like embarrassment or something like that, but it's more about showing that we're all in charge of each other and making sure that we each do our job and run to the ball. That's
So less of a punishment, more of a team exercise or a
Yeah.
position exercise.
If it was a punishment, I feel like they could do a lot worse.
All right, man. Thanks for your time.
All right, let's go to Sam Connon from SI.
Hey, Odua, how's it going?
How are you?
Good, thanks. So we were talking about Devon Kirkwood earlier, but Jay Toy is a guy on the defensive line. He's got a lot of snaps so far this season. What are you seeing out of him, and how nice is that having like a young guy up there with all you experienced guys on the defensive line?
It gives me hope for the future. Smart. He's locking in on his technique, and he has a lot of room to grow, even though he's grown so much already. So it just gives me a lot of hope for the future. We'll have a lot of time with him. So
Nice. And then following up on Tony's question about Oregon and their run game, they also have Anthony Brown, who may have had his ups and downs this year, but he's a fast quarterback, runs the speed option and everything. How do you prepare for that? Do you talk to Dorian at all, because he's someone with a similar kind of athletic profile, or is it just going up against the scout team and that's pretty much the preparation there?
So he's a guy who can threaten us with his arms and his legs. So like any other dual threat quarterback, we just prepare accordingly. I actually think I've ever talked to Dorian about how to deal with something like that, but like it's something that we're all well versed in, you know. We practice this stuff all the time, so it's just another dual threat quarterback that we need to take care of.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's finish up here with a follow-up from Ben.
Second most important question today. What was it like having Josh Kelly back at practice? I saw you guys gathered around him at one point. What was that like? What'd you guys say to each other?
Man, it's a blessing to have him back. That's one guy who's always somebody who lights up the room. He's always happy. You could tell by the way he walks that, like, you know, just happiness is surrounding him. So it's always a blessing to have him here. He's a guy with an incredible story. He came in as a walk-on when I came here, and I've just seen him work hard and grow and make it to the league. So it's very impressive, and it's very eye-opening to see the wonders that hard work can do. So he's just a guy that just is a constant reminder of hard work and always keeping your head up high and being happy.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for your time, Odua.
Of course. Thank you so much.
We'll have Eboh coming up next. All right, we are now joined by defensive back Eboh. Again, if you have any questions for Obi, please hit the raise hand button on the bottom of your screen. And we'll get started with Tony Siracusa from Last Word.
Hey, Obi, how you doing today?
Hey, Tony, I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good, thanks. So you got Anthony Brown and the Ducks coming into town, and Brown's a dual threat quarterback, but his game film doesn't show a lot of him chucking it 50 yards downfield. He's, gotten more success with the intermediate passes and the mid-range passes. How does that change your game as a defensive back if you're not having to backpedal as much, to defend the long passing game?
Yeah, I don't think that necessarily changes my game because anything can happen during the course of the game. He might just start firing it down the field, and who knows what goes on. But I think at the end of the day, we just gotta keep playing disciplined, fundamental football. He is accurate in the intermediate passing ranges, and they got good speed, good receivers. They're well. We gotta just stay disciplined and do what we've been doing the past couple of weeks.
And then what does it do to your assignments if you've got to keep an eye on, or if the defense has to keep an eye on someone like Travis Dye, who is a good receiver out of the backfield?
Yeah, he's been playing well. I think he is one of their leading receivers actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good runner. He's got great speed, and he sees the hole well. Again, we just got to keep playing disciplined, fundamental football. We got guys like Eboh and our linebackers are going to do a great job on him, and just have great eye discipline, seeing him out the backfield, pre-snap communication, telling them in certain coverages, hey, like watch the back or whatever we got to do to make sure that we're all on the same page.
All right, man, great. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Go to Mike Regalado from Brunaport.
Hey, Obi, you guys had one of your best defensive pass defense games against Washington. It's been a little bit tough this year, but that was a pretty solid performance. How do you keep that up, especially?
Yeah, I think everything throughout the course of the week, for the game, starts in practice, and I think we've been stringing together a lot of great deep practices where we're focusing on our assignments, working on our technique and fundamentals. Playing tighter on receivers, playing our press, working our steps and leverages. And we've been pretty, monotonous about that. And I think we put a couple good weeks together, and we're just going to try to keep being consistent on a week-to-week basis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to James Williams from SoCal News Group.
Yeah, just to follow up on Mike's question there, tell me a little bit about Devon Kirkwood, and obviously this is a very senior heavy defensive back room, but when you have a guy like Kirkwood kind of get an interception and see the excitement on his face, what does that bring to the room, especially on that Monday, that next day, back at practice?
Yeah, I think I came guys that the dude is just always smiling and happy and, just cutting up. I think he's still 18. I don't know. Yeah. But he brings a lot of energy to the locker room. He's actually my locker mate. So, I'm seeing him every day smiling, laughing, bringing great energy. And it was the same thing on that play. I honestly didn't even know what was going on. I was running to go catch up to him, make the tackle. And then I saw him come up with the ball, and it was just mayhem. We were just going nuts, and it's always exciting for a young guy to get his first pick and see the smile on his face and energy on the sideline, and it was awesome. It was an awesome moment.
Just to, again, follow up. So you said he's your locker mate. So does he lean on you quite a bit? I mean, maybe I'm sure he asks the others, but when it comes to questions just about the defense or technique or anything along those lines, like, is he kind of always kind of getting questions out of you or trying to get answers or anything along those lines?
Yeah, as a young guy, I think you always gotta, a lot of different dynamics that happen in the locker room and on the practice field and obviously in the game. But he actually came in pretty technically sound, and I was obviously impressed when he came in, and so were the coaches. But I think every now and then I just try to give him a little nugget about whether it's technique or shoot, even if it's about, any life experience that I've had that I can, give to him. I think I just try to shoot things in there to him when I see it. And especially during practice, if I see something, I'll just bump him, but hey, Kirk, try so and so or do XYZ on this play.
Perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Sam Connon from SI.
Hey, Obi, how's it going?
Hey Sam, how you doing?
Good, thanks. So you got college game day coming to campus this weekend. What are your initial thoughts on that? Does that get you excited, whether just because you used to watch the show or you get the spotlight? What are your thoughts on game day coming?
Yeah, I think for our students and some of our players that maybe haven't experienced a college game day crowd, I think this is like my second or third one that I've seen. And actually the last one that I played was at Oregon and when we won double overtime. But anyway, forget that. But it's an exciting time for the guys, and there's going to be a ton of people at the game. I don't think it changes anything that we do for the game necessarily, but it's going to be loud, it's going to be fun, and a lot of eyes will be on us for sure.
Coach Kelly yesterday morning said that he hadn't had the meeting with you guys yet, but that he was going to talk to you guys about game day at the team meeting. What did he have anything to say about it? Was there a specific message he had about how to prepare or maybe tune it out or anything?
No, man. I mean, I think we can't make this our Super. Well, every game is our Super Bowl. Just like last week, Washington was our Super Bowl. I think for this week and any week is that we're going to give it our all and play disciplined, fundamental football, UCLA football every single week. And I don't think college game day changes that for us.
All right, thanks.
Of course.
Let's go to Ben Bolch from the LA Times.
What's up, Obi? How are you?
Hey, Ben, I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good, good. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
So are you saying you're unbeaten on game day?
Say again?
Are you undefeated on game day?
I think I might be. I don't know. You might have to check that for me.
All right, I'll go back and check the Stanford logs there. So I asked Odua this too. They bring in a famous alum from the school hosting as the guest picker. Who would you like to see from UCLA be the guest picker?
Shoot, I haven't given that much thought, but shoot, we just had Josh Kelly at practice. That'd be pretty cool, maybe Russell Westbrook or somebody like that. Lonzo.
Good choices.
Yeah.
You appreciate that.
Of course, thank you.
All right, we got any last questions here for Obi? Okay, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for your time, Obi.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.